Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome to this channel. Thank you for being here. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about the solar solstice, which brings back a cycle of 10 years from 2012 up to this date. So we are having a cycle coming back and revisiting us. And most people were having their biggest awakening in 2012. So that tells us in advance that this one will be double as much as that cycle 10 years ago. So this is absolutely amazing news for us all to take part of, but mostly for you to prepare also what is waiting on this solar solstice. So we are having influences by the planet Jupiter, which is a very giving, generous, and beautiful planet. So we're having a lot of energy and a lot of positivity entering our sphere right now on this December. So keep in mind not to overspend this month and then next month in January not have so much left. And usually this is every December, right? When we're gift shopping and all of that. But at this particular energy update that is entering now that we've been reading off of is that in particular this December, don't focus so much on the gifts. Give each other the gift of having just the presence of one another instead of focusing on this spending and overspending. It's more focused on having this internal happiness than having this external wealth. So be wealthy inside, and the outside will eventually reflect that. But it's not important to give and to receive. If you want to give a gift, that's beautiful. But just keep in mind, it's not all about overspending. So that you have this, it's so important this December and January that it's balanced. And usually they say that it is the new year from December to January. We wouldn't say that. I mean, my new year is every March. So it's not on December. See? So just keep that in mind that if you think about it energetically, it is not the new year. In the calendar, man made, yes, it is. Energetically, the new year is not on the December going to January. So just keep the December and January quite balanced, and you will benefit a lot of that actually. So that was the first thing that we wanted to share about this solar solstice and the energies update. Second of all, this is such a pivot point for us to enter new spheres of awareness, of higher consciousness. Okay, so we have so much energy and so much just good vibrations that are supporting us that we don't really have to do a lot to get to where we want to be. And remember, your strength is always, always trusting your voice. Don't let anyone ever use you or abuse you. And if you have a bad day, I don't know who's this is, it's coming through, but if you're having a bad day, you need to just continue to your path, back to your path, and just allow everything to be. Because many spiritual teachers and guides will tell you to stay positive. And this channel is Dimensions of Love. So it's all about love. But just because everything is all about love doesn't mean that struggle actually happens in this 3D reality, right? So people want to, because the only thing that you're meant to do here in this reality is to be happy. That's your birthright, okay? So, but we all in this low frequency that we've been living through have decided collectively to give in to limiting our minds and limiting ourselves to everything that we can achieve. And that served its purpose, but this phase is ending now, and we're stepping into this new phase of realizing that if we can program our mind, I mean, people have been paralyzed and started to walk. I mean, they've been doing these things that are almost impossible. So how can that be? It's the same thing when someone beats a record of something that's impossible. Other people believe that no, nobody can do it. But when more start to do it and they see that someone has achieved it and more start to do it, they kind of see it as, oh, but this was not a big deal. It never was. It's our limitation. When we say that is impossible, it becomes impossible. When we say everything is possible, then it opens up our mind and all possibilities are available for us to see. Okay? So the second thing that we want to talk about in the solar solstice is, if you know that everything is possible, why not use that energy to your advantage? To open yourself up, reprogram yourself, and use that energy into fueling whatever it is that you need to move forward. If it's an idea, if it's a business, if it's stop working in a corporate job, whatever it is for you that fits in your life, whether even if it's a relationship, whatever it is, you can do it, and everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything will work out for you because the energies are supporting you, and you have your spirit team and your spirit guides. So this is quite a joyful month. But also here to remember that we want to touch upon is, remember always that those emotions and feeling that are arising, they are not you. Okay? They are not you. You're just feeling them. Anger is beautiful if it's just a stroke on the water. So that's how long you are allowing yourself to be angry before it becomes destructive. So a stroke on the water, before it gets still, your anger needs to disappear. If you hold on to it, you hurt yourself. Sadness, you can be sad a little bit longer. You can allow yourself to release everything, but then just pick yourself up. Don't stay in it. Here is where we suffer, is when we stay in these different states. They're not bad. They're just giving contrast and different emotion. And we want all of these emotions. We seem to believe when we listen to these spiritual teachers is that joy and happiness is our only goal and all other emotions are not allowed. But they are, because they're here. We're here to experience all of it. But can you stand in the tornado's eye? Can you stand there right in the middle of it and not get shaken by it? Can you just stand there calm and steady and stable when everything is chaotic around? See, this is what we need to learn. We're not supposed to dissolve every chaotic situation as if it's not meant to exist. It's meant to be there. The lesson is not to stop it, not to avoid it, not to run from it, but to stand there whatever happens and accept it, knowing that it will dissipate and it will go away by itself. But you need to understand that you are power. You don't need power. You don't need to go anywhere externally trying to find it. You are that power. Give yourself that permission to remember. Stay with yourself. And the third thing we want to say about the solar solstice now is, remember, when all of these energies are available, we still have to take action. We have to take action for us to plant the seeds so something can happen. We can't just stay in that energy. We stay and we meditate and we take deep breaths and we contemplate by walking in the forest and we bring them into our reality, okay? And then we have to take actions. We have to step outside. We have to smile to another human being. We have to interact with one another to create these bonds, to create these openings. Because everything doesn't come literally just to your door. You sometimes need to get out there too. And we forget that step. It's so much about manifestation and everything will come to you. Yes, it will float and it will come to you. It will be available, but you need to do some steps too. And perhaps you're asking yourself, how will these steps, how am I supposed to do them? Where am I supposed to go? Don't worry about that. Just give yourself an assignment. This week, I will visit one place. Just walk there, even if it is taking a route, driving your car in one direction. I'm going to visit a new place I've never been. And I'm just going to walk there. As like I'm a tourist, I would just walk there and admire everything that I see. Just that simple. And allow your intuition, train your intuition by feeling. Do I want to go in this direction or do I want to stay in this direction? Try to feel yourself, teach yourself. Don't wait for someone to teach you. Everybody wants a teacher. Everybody wants someone to tell them something. Sit and understand that you are powerful enough to tell yourself everything. Your higher self, your inner Buddha, will guide you and help you. Your love, your consciousness, when you tune in and you tap on into that which you are, you have access to everything. But when you cut yourself off, when you stay in the ego and in the limited mind that has been conditioned, you have to recondition the mind first. When you recondition the mind, you can expand your consciousness, you can expand your awareness, you can expand everything, and you can attract everything, because everything is attracted to that which is open. So open yourself up. Accept everything that is happening. If you have a bad day, you have a bad day. That is okay. Don't stay in it. Allow it to happen. Allow all of these emotions, allow everything to work through you. Eventually, when you have emptied yourself out completely, you will feel bliss and nothing will affect you the same way. But you have to allow this emptiness to be there, and knowing that you've always been empty. You just chose to hold on to all of these things, believing that they're here and they cannot go. They've already gone. You're the only one holding them, holding the memories, holding the past, holding that grudge. Just keep on holding and suffering. Let it all go. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. It's not easy. But you can do it just by you watching this video, just watching this video, just being here. You already have an understanding. You already know the power that you hold. And whatever happens externally doesn't matter. It can't shake you. Have that courage inside of you. Understand how far ahead you are. You believe you're so far behind. You're not far behind. You're not. That is how that energy that wants to manipulate you into you giving away your power again is reminding you. The mind, the ego, everything is reminding you, no, you're not there. You don't understand. You can't do this. You need to just stop. That is a conditioned mind that creates these patterns that maybe wasn't even your own. So release them all and start from scratch. Allow these energies now that are here available for you to expand, to rise. Allow this effortlessly. Just let it all go. Let it all go. Just take a deep breath right now. Breathe in all that you are. And as you exhale, exhale as much as possible of the attention of I am letting go. Have that attention. Say it loudly. I am letting go everything that I no longer need to hold on to. All that doesn't serve me anymore, I am letting go. And allow it to come up. Don't put stories in the feelings. Sad, angry, confused. Let it just happen. Don't put any stories to it. Because when we put stories to it, we're running away to the past again, and we're revisiting, and the mind is trying to restructure this story of why and how, and that takes a lot of energy. You're losing energy in all of these thought forms and how and then. The mind cannot figure that out. Let it go. Let it go. The mind can't figure out why an emotion happens the way. If something wants to arise itself without you using any energy to tell you why this is there, let it be so. Thank it. Thank you for giving me this realization why this is being cleared out. If you're not getting anything, you're just crying and you have no understanding, why am I crying? What am I crying about? And the mind just wants something, something, something. It's just in the logic. Let it go. Nothing here is logical. Get out of that state that is keeping you in prison. Enjoy this season. Enjoy this energy. Build something that you've always wanted to build. Start doing what you love. Go back to when you were a child. What brings you joy? What can you bring to the world? What can you bring here? How can you change it? And know that you are supported. You will get that support that you need in the right moment with the right people. Trust. Just stay in vibrational alignment of receiving. Don't hold on to, even if you had a wonderful moment, don't hold on to that moment. Thank that wonderful moment for being present, but also let that go too. Let it all flow. Just stay in that flow state and know that you are loved. You are loved always, always and always. You are love. And all of this conditioning are difficult, and it takes time and it takes practice. And sometimes you go forward and sometimes you go back. But keep being consistent and change the pattern. Do something new. Eat something healthy that's new. Let go of some old habits that you don't need. And also, before we end this video, don't overindulge, because the energies right now are giving us so much energy that we can do a lot, which can make us become this perfectionist that wants to do everything perfect. And because that energy is also there, if you have something that you indulge in and you know it's harmful for you, in this month now, you can indulge even more in it. I mean, it can go rapidly fast where you don't even know what's happening. So please keep that in mind, to just be cautious and be careful of that, and use the energy in the right way, okay? Don't use it to distract yourself or self-sabotage. Use this energy to propel yourself to move forward. So that is what we wanted it to share with you. And we kind of feel this energy of this heat and a lot of releasing. It's a feeling of release. So whatever it is that you're releasing, it's good. Keep on just releasing that. Keep releasing that negative energy, what you no longer need. Just keep letting it go. Let it burn away from you completely. Let it burn away from you and leave you just fresh and new, because you deserve to be happy. So we hope that this message helped you today, and we hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful solar solstice. Just feel yourself die and resurrect to these new versions of yourselves that are so beautiful and so welcoming and so giving to the earth, that it's just expanding everything around you and everyone energy-wise. So let that be a wonderful, wonderful journey, and know that the energies are so amazing. It brings joy and happiness to deliver this message to you all. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all your likes and share. And ring the bell if you want to be notified next time that we're posting a video, so that you don't miss out if you like to watch us. And we thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're amazing. All of you. Love you. Bye.